Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a collaboration with absolutely Ayesha. She's another YouTuber just like me, and basically she asked if I could do an everyday natural glam tutorial. And what's going to happen is she will do a video replicating what I've done. So go over to her channel, guys. I'll put the link in the description box. Subscribe to her channel, hit the notification bell so you'll get to see how well she did with replicating the look. Also, she has some juicy story times, including one, I think it's called Dating My Best Friend's Ex. Now, she won't release part 2 until she gets a certain number of likes, so please go over to that video. I'll put the link to that video as well. Give it a thumbs up because I want to know what happens next. I'm going to be using Drugstore makeup in this tutorial simply because if you're a beginner, you don't really want to fork out on makeup that's too expensive. Something affordable, something that will last long, and you won't need to stress about topping anything up, at least for a while. So let's get straight into it. The first thing you always want to get is primer. Primer basically helps control the oils on your face. The one I'll be using is the Rimmel Lasting Finish primer. So just put a little bit on and put it all over. It feels really light on your face. You can't really feel the primer, which is what we want. The second thing I'm going to use is my Loreal True Match in the colour 8N. It's not expensive. I think it's just under £10. I always start off with 4 pumps on my hand. Have a damp beauty blender. Dot the foundation around your face. And then you're just gonna work that in to your skin. Now we're ready to conceal our face. Every girl who is starting and who's a beginner with their makeup, they should know about LA Girl Pro Concealer. You can get this in your local beauty stores or online. I think they're about $2.99, and they last long. Start off with drawing a line down the side of my nose, one underneath my eye, and then you just kind of like spread it out. So you're kind of making a triangle. Then just do a few lines on your chin and a few lines on your forehead and one down the middle of your nose. Be careful not to make this line crooked because you don't want to give the appearance that your nose is bent. So these are the shapes that you want to make, and we're just going to go ahead and blend that as well with our beauty blender. That's all blended in. I'm going to use banana powder, and you're just going to put it on all the areas where you put the concealer, where you highlighted. And now I'm going to use my other LA Girl Pro Concealer in Espresso. With this concealer, you want to make sure it's about 2 shades lighter than you, and with this concealer, maybe like 2-3 shades darker than you, with a line underneath your cheekbone where you want to contour. And then you draw a line here. I like to stop it in line with my eyebrow. And the same on the other side. Then I'm going to do line down my nose. And then you're going to just like follow it around. Okay. I like to do 2 lines by my jaw as well. And there we go. And also don't forget to do a few lines on your forehead, because we're going to be bringing the colour back. This is how you highlight and contour. This is how it should look. Just follow this face and you'll be fine. So I'm just going to use my angle brush. You can use another beauty blender for this as well to blend it out, but I like the finish with this. I'm going to use my angle brush and do small circles in this area to blend it into my skin. So you said you wanted a natural glam look. Now, when I think of natural glam, I think of, for girls who have darker skin, I think of golds and browns. So I'm going to be using my new Revolution palette that you saw in the previous video. I'm going to use a different one this time, again from a drugstore, and it's a little bit lighter than the other one. And the reason why I'm going to use it is because I think it's a quick fix for priming your eyelids. It helps bring out the colour of all eyeshadows. I'm going to be using this orangey colour here as my transition colour. So you're just going to want to work that in the crease. I'm going to go in with a lighter colour as well on top of that. Use the darkest colour on this palette in the corner here. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to work that in the crease and in the V of my eye. Just going to go back to my blending brush and blend that in a bit. There we go. So it gives it a bit of definition. And then I'm going to go in with a lighter colour on my lids. Now this is just literally a basic guide for eyeshadow. If you want to make it look like you put some work in, you know what you're doing, this is the basic guide. I'm going to use the gold colour here and put it on top of my lids. Just pat it, no stroking motions like the rest of the colours. You're just patting that on your lid. Eyeshadow is done. So I'm gonna do the other side and fast forward that. When it comes to the eyeshadow, if you can find any palette with, you know, decent colours like this one that's quite pigmented, that's great for a beginner to start off with. This is again from the drugstore and it's the Revolution Flawless 3 palette. I'm not sure if you'll have it in your drugstore, but you know, it's worth looking for. And you can't go wrong with your oranges, browns and golds, especially if you want a natural glam. So yeah, anything like that. Moving on to the eyeliner. You can use a pencil, you can use a felt tip. I find those to be easier for beginners. So what you're going to do is you're just going to draw a line straight out like that. Okay. And then you're going to draw another line straight into the middle of your eyelid and then fill it in. Yeah? Then you're just gonna connect that line. And that's it. Basically, eyeliner done. Obviously, it's gonna take practice. It's not as simple as that, but as long as you follow that, you can't go wrong. I use I think it's a Maybelline Extreme 24-hour eyeliner. I find it's bold, I find it's visible, and that's what I like. And it's easy to use. You don't have to sharpen a thing. And it's lasted me a long time, like a year now, I think. A year on Halloween. It's lasted me a long time. Any mascara, you know, if you don't know how to put on false eyelashes, I don't either. This is the mascara I would recommend. I've been using this since I was like 14-15 years old. Maybelline Colossal in the carbon black. Now we're going to brush away the banana powder, the baked areas. Make sure you're brushing it away from your face. You don't want it to get on the rest of the makeup. If you want to add a little bit of highlight, which I do. Oh, my favourite one, I'm going to be using that, my Rihanna Fenty Beauty Ginger Binge or Moscow Mule. Then just, you know, add a little highlight on the cheekbones. Ayesha, I wish you the best of luck. I'm sure you will do well. I can't wait till you upload. Don't forget, guys, click the notification bell so you don't miss that video. If you liked this beginner friendly tutorial, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.